Good morning, Your Majesties. Welcome back to my channel. For those of you that are new here, welcome to my channel. My name is Princess Peyton. I used to do weight loss content. I still do every now and then. I read scary stories. I'm now reading school stories because it's now back to school season, and I'm sorry for saying that. For those of you that are still in school, I'm sorry, but I promise you it's gonna be fun. Don't worry about it. It's just a thought, right? That's what's bothering you. It's just the thought of going back to school. But once you're there, it's fine, right? So I think that's like I think that's what happens in every situation you don't want to do. You know what I mean? Okay, so I know I said I wouldn't be posting on Saturdays, but today is a very special day. Today is Daisy Majesty's birthday. Happy birthday, Daisy Majesty. I love you so much. You mean the absolute world to me, and I just love you so much. Happy birthday, beautiful lady. Okay, so today's story time is called Today's story time is called Changing Everything. Okay, two interconnected incidents. I was in high school at the time that Hong Kong transferred back to China. If you had come to my high school 3 or 4 years before the transfer, you would have seen maybe 5% Chinese student population. But it jumped suddenly up to about 50% in my junior year and stayed that way We all had these Chinese students, all from Hong Kong, suddenly transferred to my high school in a suburb of Toronto. I'd say about half of those kids were there without their parents, living with other families. Their parents were expected to come later, probably after the transfer back to China had been completed for some reason that I never fully understood. It was a known thing that these kids usually had cash on them, like a lot of cash. I never really checked personally, but we used to talk about how they would have at least $1,000 in their wallets every day. Dang, jeez. Anyway, the first incident was that a kid from another school came to our school one day and found the first Chinese student. He saw and beat him with a pipe. What? And took his wallet. The reason I think of this as the incident is that it was only the reason our school suddenly started locking doors, and you had to get in before a certain time. Otherwise, you couldn't get into the school without buzzing in and the office knowing you were late. Ah, all right. We had security guards walking around. All of a sudden, it totally changed the atmosphere of the school. The second incident happened the year after I graduated from high school. I was back home for a vacation, and all of our little suburbia was talking about the principal of my high school being investigated for exploitation. Oh, apparently she had been taking regular trips to Hong Kong and somehow convincing parents there to pay her insane amounts of money. And she would make sure the kids got into her school. It was a public school. All you needed to do to get in was live in live was live in the right neighborhood and be school of age. No one should be paying to go to a public school beyond any regular taxes. Anyway, I'm honestly not entirely sure of what kind of lies she told these poor people. And I'm not sure if it had anything to do with why their kids were there without their parents and why they had so much cash on them all the time. Regardless, she exploited a whole bunch of people. It was pretty big news. Wow. Yeah, I don't think that's right. That's not professional of the principal to be exposing kids about how much money they have. That's very personal. You don't do that. You don't do that no matter what. And you don't do that in any situation in general. Like you don't expose your friends of how much money they have. You don't do that. You don't do that. No. Um yeah, what do you guys think of this story? This story is absolutely horrible. Um and like I said in yesterday's video, everything I'm reading to you guys, none of this is going to happen to you guys, okay? I promise you. I'm just reading drama school stories because it's back to school season and I kind of want to change up my content a little bit. So, yeah, yeah, that's disgusting. I hope that principal was fired because that's too personal, overstepping boundaries. Come on now. Okay. Anywho, like my necklace. That's gonna be it for today's video. So if you're new here, hi, I'm Princess Peyton. Hit the red button to become your majesty and hit the bell notification so you're notified every time I upload a video. And I love you guys so much. You guys are the best human beings ever made. And you're the king of my heart in the song lyrics of Taylor Swift. And I will see you guys on Monday's video. And happy birthday, Daisy Majesty. I love you, lady. Okay, I will see you guys on Monday's video. Okay, love you. Bye. Mwah.